Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please give us a call if you guys are looking to improve your credit score, lower your car payment, buy a car, trade in a car. If you're looking to purchase your first home, if you're looking to purchase a rental property, we can help you. Give us a call today, 877-205-7771. Talk to you guys soon, and thanks again.
Hello, everyone. This is Calvin Russell, CEO and founder of 850 Club Credit Consultation. Hope everyone's doing well today. Today, we're going to talk about the fact that dealerships do not refinance auto loans. Let's go straight into it. So, a lot of people may be getting some things in the mail, or you may get a phone call, or you may even stop by the dealership. And there, once you get there, all of a sudden you're thinking that, okay, I can go ahead and refinance, my auto loan. Or you may have been told from the salesperson, the finance manager, sales manager, your friend, anybody, that you can go buy a car, get a certain type of interest rate, and then go into refinancing your auto loan. Okay, so essentially this is how it works. Dealerships only provide inventory. Okay, they have 10 cars, 100 cars, whatever the amount of cars are. That's all dealerships do. Is they essentially connect the buyer with their inventory that they have, and then they connect them with the lender. Okay, and then you have the salesperson in the process, and there's a lot of other people that's in the process to make that deal go. Okay, so when they do that, the dealership themselves, they just have the inventory and the paperwork people. Okay, salesperson, the people that's upstairs processing everything. You may have a previous car that needs to be paid off. All that is a part of the process, but they are not a lending institution. Now, in some cases, some places are buy here, pay here's, which you really want to get out of those situations in general. Okay, we'll talk about buy here, pay here's in another video, but either way, for the most part, most of you are going to buy your cars from a traditional dealership, and that means that they have, inventory. You buy the car. You look at the car, you test drive it. They send your application to multiple banks. The banks, they send them back rates and approvals and terms and all that stuff. Then they look at which one is going to make the most sense for them and you. They come first. So, of course, that's how the process is going to go. The problem is that people know it's easy to assume, and it makes sense, right? The place you bought it from, that should be the place where you can go ahead and get a lower payment. That's not how it works. Okay, you actually have a relationship with the bank that paid the dealership. So once you get that car, you get the keys and all that stuff, technically the dealership hasn't been paid yet. Most dealerships don't get paid until 24 to 48 hours, and the time is a little bit longer if your credit was not the best. When I say not the best, I'm talking like under 550, under 500. They're still verifying some things. They're still making sure your check stubs are right, your address is legit, all that type of stuff, right? The worse your credit score is, the lower your credit score is, the more stuff they're gonna, more documents they're gonna need. Okay, not the end of the world, obviously. So what do people normally do? They get that phone call later down the line, they get something in the mail, they stop by the dealership for an oil change, and they say, hey, we can lower your car payment. That's not keeping the same car and then getting a lower payment. They're saying, hey, trade your car in. And then depending on your equity position, we can put you into another vehicle, and it may or may not lower your car payment. So there's a lot of little language, and I'm not saying that people are lying to you, because I used to sell cars, so not everything was always a lie, right? A lot of times we would see someone that had a 23% interest rate or high interest rate in general, let's say on a smaller car. They've had that car for 3 or 4 years, and now they've never missed a payment. Their credit score has gone from the 5s to the 7s. It's very possible for a person to go into from a small car to a larger car, no money out their pocket, and the payment be the same or lower. It's very possible. But again, that's a 4-year situation. Everyone's contract is going to be completely different. If you're looking to specifically keep the current car you have now and lower your current car payment on the car you have now, that would be an auto loan refinance, which has to be done through a different bank. Okay, so two places you cannot do it with. One, the original bank that you have the current loan with. So if you're making payments to AmeriCredit, they're not going to refinance your auto loan. Capital One, Ally, Fifth Third, Harris Bank, the list goes on. Any bank that you currently have the current auto loan right now, they're not going to refinance your structure. Why? It wouldn't make financial sense. They have you locked into a term, not locked, but they essentially have your name attached to a term at a higher rate. That's how they make their money. It would be stupid for them to say, hey, we want to lower your interest rate. It's a little bit different with a mortgage, because a mortgage is like, hey, you're really doing us a favor, because that's a 30-year commitment. They know most mortgage people know that they can bounce around wherever they want to go. They get stuff in the mail all the time. Versus a car place, that kind of comes too far in between. So people buy cars every single day. Okay, so either way, that's how that goes. That's number one. The original place that you're doing business with right now. I mean, the original bank that you're doing business with right now that you're making payments to every single month. The second place you cannot do, as I mentioned, the dealership. You can only get your car payment lowered is if you refinance with another bank. And of course, I have those banks down at the bottom for you as well too to make the process a little bit easier. The first three are soft pulls. The other two are hard pulls. Hey, do your thing. And you don't even have to use any of these banks. You can use a local bank or anything like that. But a lot of places still go with the old traditional stop on in, fill out the application. We get the hard pull. Here's the interest rate. And a lot of banks are now starting to revert to the soft pull method, where it's like, listen, we're lucky that you're even on our website. Here's our, no commitment, interest rate. And then you can go to other sites and whatever, and then you can go back to that, that place. But a lot of people are becoming very credit savvy. They don't want to get the hard pulls. So take your time, do some research, but understand the dealership cannot refinance your auto loan. Can they help you lower your car payment? Depending on your equity position. Your equity is what your vehicle's worth versus what you owe. And of course, you can kind of get an idea from that from KBB. KBB is not a dealership. It just kind of gives you like an idea. You can also do it from blackbook.com. You can go, a lot of these dealership websites have these little things you got to fill in, and it will give you an accurate, description of it. Okay. I mean, a close average, but again, they got to see the car. In everybody's mind, their car is good or nice or close to new. And then you pull it up and it's got, all these dents on it and all this other stuff. So, but either way, that's how that process works. Okay, so if you like this video, like it, you want to share it, and as always, be sure to subscribe as we have nothing but great content on the way. Thank you all so much. Have a great day.